I gotta tell you, absolutely love seeing the decline of games journalism and, well, journalism in general, because as far as I'm concerned, they are mental and moral midgets. And if I was to just emphasize how I view the decline of them, just in a nutshell, I think it would be something to the effect of.
Now that's entertainment.
Well, that. And the fact that Vavra, who has a long and storied history of pissing off the PAGs and the game journalists who are about as useful as a cock-flavored lollipop. I'm surprised before I did this, I tried to see if there were any articles out aside from Bound in the Comics about this. And to my shock, there wasn't. I didn't see any opinion pieces from what I could remember. But yeah, he basically said, like, oh yeah, no, the AAA industry, they are afraid of people like Critical Drinker and Asmongold. And say what you want about the two, God only knows Asmongold has the integrity of a starved crack whore and has said some pretty cringeworthy things, like It's a Gundam should be kicked off Twitch, which, by the way, that take was so bad to borrow from It's a Gundam, his hairline was receding to distance itself from him. And the other one was from Destiny, who, well, he was more like, well, see how long that marriage lasts, and now we know it's over. But anyway, so that's Asmongold. He says some dumb things. So I remember Melanie Mack, who also is someone who has some takes people don't like. He basically tried to use her religion as an excuse to say that she's a horrible person. Or whatever. Like, yeah, no, fuck him. So, yeah, he has bad takes. The Critical Drinker is in a similar vein to Siskel and Ebert. Siskel and Ebert had some good takes. They did some good while they were alive, but God almighty, when they had a bad take, holy hell, was it a fucking bad take. So, you can at least say that about them, but I can at least say with the fact that whatever they say, I feel more confident saying they at least believe. Like, I do believe when Critical Drinker says something, he believes that, or he's at least thought it out to a degree. And also, unlike the dipshits among game journalists who do have an agenda because their cult demands they have no personality trait or soul, unlike gingers. But I'm pretty sure if Critical Drinker did have an agenda, he would at least make a concerted effort not to be insufferable about it. For the most part, he does say dumb things, though. You know, case in point. Oh yes, the Fallout show. He said it was okay, I guess. Well, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not, but I did enjoy seeing people give their own commentaries on it. Mainly, It's a Gundam, which my main complaint from the images I was seeing of the show was there shouldn't be horses in that world, because I'm pretty sure the horses are extinct, or at the very least, you don't hear from them very often. But, oh well. Also, I found his video about Blade very cringy when he said, like, it sucks because of techno music. And he's wearing a long trench coat, like, fuck you! Also, fuck Riddler and Media for bitching about that last cool line Blade had with Frost. Fuck you three disingenuous hipster soy pods. Sorry, I'll calm down. But, here's the thing, though. You know what also separates them from game journalists? At least you can also say they don't have an army of hipster douchebags helping them make selectively picked questions to help them get things done and not look like assholes, which they fail at even that because they still come off as looking like douchebags of the highest caliber. So Critical Drinker at least has that going for them. Also, I don't think it's just the game industry or the game journalists who are afraid of them or don't like them. It's also the movie industry. Don't believe me? Look how every time one of these guys who makes these shitty movies comes out, they bitch about either YouTubers or toxic fans. Like, yeah, no. They know they bit the hand that fed them, and instead of trying to fix this, to build a bridge or mend fences, they've made it worse. Like, the best way I would describe is, like, not Movie Bob, that guy couldn't do this in a million years because that requires getting out of a chair. Think Sideshow Bob and the meme of him stepping on a rake. I remember Starring Craig at this point about, like, Ubisoft. Now, imagine he stepped on the rake, but he put all the rakes in place and then stepped on them intentionally. That's how I would describe the game and movie industry, and they bitch on anyone who calls out their bullshit. So there's that. These people are insane. So I think they don't like people like Critical Drinker because they, one, point out how full of shit they are because they know the media isn't going to do it because they're let's be charitable here, they're whores. They'd sell their own mother and black neighbor down the river for a quick buck if they thought it would help them get ahead in life. Critical Dragon, they do make money off it, but that's from people who donate to them and the stuff they do outside of their videos. So, yeah. Fuck that noise. So I'm hoping... So yeah, Favre brought this up, and I'm just like, I'm good with this. Another reason I'm good with this is because a lot of these game journalists now are having to find other work. Some of them apparently going onto YouTube, and the best way I would describe how YouTube works is pretty simple, actually.
It's kill or be killed.
It's not fully that, but yeah, no. At least on YouTube, you have to try to win people over, or just be a genuine person, which is kind of hard considering... I look at game journalists and the access media the same way I look at most corpos. They are so soulless, a serial killer looks more human than them. Granted, serial killers are better at hiding that they're psychopaths deep down, but still, at least they can pretend better that they have a soul. So basically, they pretend to be gingers. I don't know. I find it just funny, too, because they did this to themselves. I've said this time and time again, and I know I probably said this ad nauseum, and people who watch me are probably sick of hearing me say this, but yeah, no, they did this to themselves. They more than earned the acrimony that goes their way. Much like the British police, the Bobbies are douchebags. Fuck them, they're unironically evil. These are assholes who cultivated disdain and acrimony from normal people, from gamers, the people who are supposed to be the main source of income for them, and they're shocked that they are not liked. Of course you're not liked. You don't even give a shit. I'm convinced most of you don't care about games. You are either bought out by the upper management, control, or you couldn't cut it as actual journalists, so they had to find a lesser job of journalism for you, and you had to settle for one you looked down on. So, yes, blow me to completion, you little cunts. You deserve this if you hear this. And not only do I not feel bad for these people, I laugh at the fact that they are suffering so much that, hell, they had to point... There was a video going around after the pissant thing, the piss-poor excuse for a game awards show made by the soulless cretin known as Jeff Keighley, who, by the way, anyone who says that man has done a good job... No. The man has never been in danger of suffering because he's the heir to the IMAX fortune. Fuck him. Where a bunch of guys are talking like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know, maybe you could have done a better job. Oh, ain't that a shame, but you the one to blame. Like, yeah, no, you did this to yourselves, game journalists. I am happy. Like, I hate to make this joke, but, like, I have often joked that Hollywood and California are the Sodom and Gomorrah of America. I hope burn. Unfortunately, that has been happening lately, so, to any Californians who are sane, my condolences. I feel bad for you sane ones who are normal people. But I feel that way more so towards the gaming industry because the people making the games and the people who covering them are talentless hacks or ideologues who spend more time annoying me and normal gamers than making entertainment, instead of giving us more stuff like Prototype or Red Faction Guerrilla or Last of Us Part 1, or I'm sorry, the only Last of Us, because there was no... Because people who love that game are still waiting for a sequel, funny enough. I don't know what Naughty Dog's waiting for. Or Uncharted. Like, Uncharted was at least fun. But they have denied us that. They have decided, we are going to deny you escapism, because we're a bunch of Grimsky cunt hoods who, much like Grimsky, can't die soon enough. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. It's not that they can't die soon enough, it's they have no survival instincts. Difference is Antonio Grimsky was taken out. These fuckers are still around to ruin life for us. These are annoying people. And cockroaches, kind of like DSP. The difference is DSP, he can't be taken out. That man, I'm convinced that man will be here even after the... Like, if, God forbid, we do live in a Fallout scenario, he'll be here along with the ghouls still. And that kills me. That man is really weird. He is a fucking weirdo. And I find it funny that Favre pointed this, and I'm still waiting to see the acrimony come his way, because I haven't heard anyone else comment on this and point out how people are losing their shit. Like, oh, how dare he say this? He's an awful racist. Never mind the fact you have no fucking proof. So yeah, no, I thought this was funny. I still think it's funny. Also, I wanted to use some clips to because I'm trying to expand how I do videos now, or trying to for the moment. But yeah, and Critical Drinker again, I don't always like him, but if you told me I had to choose between listening to him or the Game Journalist, oh yeah, no, I'm listening to that Mickle. Oh, I'm sorry, not Mick, the Highlander. I'm listening to that Highlander more than them because at least I can tell myself that I don't feel like I'm being talked down to like a child. So yeah, have a nice day, and Yemo hit. And also,